Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven, this is Rowley. A year ago, and for 5 years before that, we lived in an RV full-time, a Class A, drove cross-country in that, and then a fifth wheel. We've lived full-time in the Mojave Desert in a converted 6x12 cargo trailer for the past 11 months. Now we're moving on, you know. Last week I took you on the first 2 flights into a new life, into our new life, into a sticks and bricks living. Okay. This week I take you to New Jersey with a little New York on the side, okay? If you're curious, join us on this journey and continue to watch. So, first of all, let me say, there are people everywhere. I was used to living in the desert. If I saw 2 people in one day, it was a lot, okay? And I went at least a week, and in most circumstances, never seeing anybody, or seeing them from a distance, you know, a big distance, okay? So I want you to know there are a lot of people in New Jersey and New York, okay? People are coming out of the woodwork. I haven't seen most of them in 40 years. You know, it's a long time. I haven't seen these people, you know, it's amazing. And of course, I've been going places. Everybody's dragging me out, you know, I got to get up and get out. Yesterday, we walked through the mills at the Jersey Garden Mall. I did 9,000 steps while I was there. My legs are going to fall off soon. Really, they're just going to disconnect and lay down. You know what I mean? It's terrible. Speaking of walking, though, concrete is a horrible, it's not the word I wanted to use. It's horrible to walk on, okay? I've been wearing barefoot shoes while living out in the desert. You know, you can feel the dirt underneath your feet. You know, you can feel the rocks. They were comfortable to the point of feeling like slippers. In fact, yeah, okay. I found them easy to wear. You know, my ankles didn't turn. Nothing happened with them. Often my feet just flexed to walk where necessary. And it's a funny thing, you would think that as big as those rocks were, I would feel them underfoot, but yeah, I did. I mean, I was aware of them, but they didn't hurt or anything. Often my feet they just flexed when I walked where it was necessary. Sneakers out in that kind of environment doesn't allow for that natural earth support. It really doesn't. You always feel like you're kind of tipping or something. Anyway, I'm out here on concrete, right? So I got some sneakers at Nike outlet yesterday. And believe it or not, that's helped quite a bit on working on concrete. I also ordered some Birkenstocks, which finally came yesterday, so I'm kind of breaking them in. But they feel very, very comfortable. Very good on my feet. My ankles feel supported. My feet feel supported. The funny thing is, when you're wearing barefoot shoes, it's just a covering to keep your feet safe. So you're basically walking barefoot with no support at all or anything. But I can't do it on this concrete. The ground it's not forgiving, let me tell you. Anyway. We'll see how that goes. So far they are just really great. I mean, I've only worn them in the house, you know, I've only had them for a day and a half, you know. The tendons on the side of my legs are not happy. And neither are the muscles. And neither, they aren't happy. My feet are not happy. walking in barefoot shoes. And they're not happy walking really in sneakers yet either. I mean, I can do them, that they're comfortable, but my muscles need to get used to this walking around with heels on again. Anyway, I have been walking. My Fitbit says that I'm doing about 3 miles a day. I've been going up and down stairs. My daughter lives on the 3rd floor. I haven't done stairs, I mean really done stairs in a lot of years. So my legs are not happy about that either. Neither are my hips. But, I'm getting used to it because I can get up and down the stairs faster. I don't sit there and say, oh my God, I've got to go downstairs like I was when I got here, And I've been doing it a minimum of twice a day because I've got to walk Rowley, And sometimes 3 and 4 times a day I've been up and down those stairs. So I guess I really shouldn't complain, because it's healthy. I needed the exercise, It's getting easier every day, and my feet hurt less every day, and my ankles and my tendons and my thighs and my hips are all feeling better every day. So hey, it was a good move, get out the desert, get out of all of that relaxation and staring at the mountains, and get out and do some exercise, And then there's the food. Okay. When people discovered that I came from New York, right? Before I moved out to the West Coast. Well, people ask me, don't you miss New York? What do you miss the most, And I always said, oh, the food. I really, really miss the food, and I miss the museums, But in reality, I forgot about the food. I mean, I realized I forgot about the food, but I forgot about the food, okay? Unreal, okay? We went to a Cuban restaurant. The music was hot, okay? The food was fabulous. It was crowded beyond it. There was a line outside this restaurant, Oh my goodness. It was unreal. Fortunately, they served big platters, so I got to take that home, and have the next day, Then we had Chinese food. I have never heard of Chinese chicken curry before. You have got to try that. Unreal. And then there was the Jamaican food. The black beans were killer. The shrimp, they gave you a container of shrimp, and the shrimp were just that big, that big. And there was a lot of them. It was amazing. Huge. And then there was Mexican food. Somewhere in there, we had Mexican food. And of course, there were a lot of home-cooked meals because everybody's coming over saying, hey, let's feed the mommy. She's obviously too skinny or something. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere in there, I think it was earlier this week. Anyway, we went to the Cheesecake Factory. Actually, we went to the mall. And the Cheesecake Factory was in the mall. And I ordered fish and chips. And I forgot, they were really good fish and chips, but I have had better. I make better. So I'm looking for a real good fish and chip. The chips were great. The fish was, and of course, I did have to get a piece of cheesecake. After all, we were in the Cheesecake Factory, right? I didn't eat it there because I've had gastric bypass surgery and my stomach is the size of an egg, you know. I can't sit there and eat everything under the sun, but I figured what not relish it at midnight, you know. So I had a piece of apple pie caramel cheesecake. It was seriously to die for. You know, they could have put more apples on it, but it was seriously good. Okay. The neighborhood is very quiet. Wait a minute, baby. This is New Jersey, Jersey City. Well, this part of Jersey City anyway. Houses go on forever, don't they? They've got a community garden next door. I can see the back of the Statue of Liberty from the front window. I really haven't taken a picture yet because a tree blocks that. So when the leaves move the right way at the right time of day kind of thing, when I don't usually have my camera with me, you can see the back of the Statue of Liberty, really tiny over there in the distance, you know, but it's there. And it's the thing is the tree, I'm watching it go from bud to leaf, you know, it's really cool. And I can see the one out the front window and these two out of the back window there are beginning to get their leaves up and the buds are red and coming out. So that's pretty cool, you know. So anyway, the Rowley report. Come here, Rowley. There's my Rowley. Okay. He's fallen in love with my great-grandson. They've been playing back and forth. Yeah, well, neither one of them know how to play. Rowley doesn't know how to play. So he's skittish and baby is skittish, but they're interacting with each other, okay? And my grandson is only a year old. But he's been stealing Rowley's toy. Well, that's because Rowley's been stealing his toys, you know. So they're going back and forth, you know. So, you know, one brings it out and the other one takes it back and vice versa, you know, just keep going. But they are interacting with each other. They kind of dance around each other and it's pretty cool to watch, you know. Anyway, I think he's loving the smells too. I mean, when we go out for a walk, he can't walk a straight line. He smells everything, stops and smells everything. So, you know, a 10-minute walk will take a half an hour. So every now and then I try and vary the route a little bit so that he gets a different smell, you know, but I think he's really liking this. He unfortunately is still barking at everything, but not quite as much. Well, I can't say that. Because he's not barking at cars like he was the first day we came here. He's not barking at people who come into the house very much. And today, I brought him back into the room because he was barking and carrying on. And he wanted to go back out there. And I kept giving him the sign for no barking, you know. And I told him, no barking. You bark, we're coming back in here. So we went out there into the living room and he kind of smelled everybody and didn't bark at all and came back into the room. It's been really good. I think he clearly got that, you know. So I'm going to try leaving the door open a little bit later and so that to see if he's going to bark at people out there or not. And if he doesn't, I'll leave the door open so he can go in and out as he pleases, you know. He's definitely getting better. He's learning manners. I don't think he's had any kind of socialization at all, ever, before. So he just didn't know how to act, you know. So he's getting used to things. So am I. So please subscribe and share my videos, okay? Also, please click the like icon and the notification bell. And thanks for watching, okay? Carol Gelson, thank you for your donation. Oh, take care of you and yours, and blessed be.